Welcome back to Ferocious. Today I'm going to be talking about NIO. So you're going to find my previous DD description below from last month to watch after this one. Make sure to drop a like to this, help this channel grow, subscribe, and leave your notifications on to get the latest out of these videos. I'm going to go through a technical analysis here and then latest news and what I think about this stock in terms of movements. We get to see here on the one day, it is attempting to see a reversal here, really close to it. Last time it was rejected and did decline a little bit further. Still on an uptrend, but did decline that reversal. You see in the MACD here, it's very close to seeing that reversal, and we need to confirm on the 1 hour. Now on the ADX, it does support a very strong trend that is green. So 30, almost a 37 supports a strong trend. William %R puts the stock at overbought. Momentum here seems to be a little bit sideways, but still quite strong above zero. Above $1. And then you get to see on the moving averages here, the 10 SMA is above 30 MA, which is amazing. Stock is above the trading action zone, and that basically gives a little bit of finesse. So if the stock does dip into the trading action zone, it has a chance for reversal. Here, you get to see it here again and here. So basically, that's the trading action zone. The stock price is still above the 50 SMA and the 200 SMA, the purple and the blue line, so it's still technically bullish. Moving on towards the 1 hour perspective, we get to see something a little bit off the same realm. ADX supports in 45. Above 50 is where the danger zone is. Getting a little bit closer to there. 45 suggests a very, very strong trend that we're seeing. 10 SMA is still above 30 EMA. And that kind of cross happened on Friday, so it's still bullish there. Price is above the 50 SMA and the 200 SMA. So very bullish as well on that sense. Stock price is above the VWAP, and that's amazing. And you get to see as well on the William %R, the stock is oversold as well on the 1 hour perspective. In terms of momentum, it seems to have good amount of momentum, and the MACD seems to be positive and not decreasing on this. Now, moving on towards the moving averages here, and you get to see it's highlighted in cyan with the purple in the middle. It's expected to trade between $14 or almost $15, $14.84, and then the middle of the band is around $13.51, and the bottom is around $12.12. Now comes on to trend lines. Trying to identify what the significant trend lines are. You get to see that it has not broken that trend line yet. So, and it's right about here. Perfect. It hasn't broken that trend line yet, and the trend line bottom is around 12.49. Of course, there is a bit of an distance between here and there, but in the last 3 months, we get to see a really positive, almost 175% increase. Now, going on to supports and resistances, ones of interest. Current support sits on 1360 for Fibonacci retracements. Above that is a 1409. Closer to the price is 1451, 1465. And then you get to see in terms of resistance, we're seeing a 1523, 1503, 1563. That seems to be a really nice resistance. Now, one thing that I've done for quite a bit recently is comparing it to Tesla. Because it has been a significant sympathy play for Tesla. What we're going to do here quickly is just to compare them quickly. You get to see, even though Tesla's movement was not strong as this was today, and it actually did see a little bit of a pullback per se, that trend at some point did break through, and you get to see that it still follows through, but it's not as strong as it was before, with every single candle being the same. It's basically creating its own identity and its own power. And it seems that NIO is actually still continuing to rally on positively. Now, latest news here is their NIO BAS, the Battery as a Service program, and we do have as well filing for that. So it's battery subscription, where you're chargeable, swappable, and upgradable. There's a lot of different things going on there. Basically, it is the creation of or the launching of a battery as a service and establishment of battery asset company. Interesting news there. It did see a jump from that news. It's definitely good. Another thing that you get to see is the deliveries per quarter is increasing for this company. So 2020 Q2 has seen a 3-time increase from Q1. Now year to year is the same thing. Q4 they had a lot of deliveries as well. Usually do see an increase, but from year to year, this is a really healthy increase. Vehicle sales going on from this quarter to compared to last quarter, there is 177% change. An amazing increase in terms of the stocks profitability as well as seen here, and in terms of delivering delivering vehicles, you get to see a good improvement there. Institutional values, institutional buyers are seen on with this week and last week, and you get to see a lot of different ones have been adding this stock all last week, and still a few positions this week as well. I don't see any decreasing positions, perhaps except on the 17th, they decreased something like 0.15% off their shares. The last decrease of shares would have been on the 17th, and you get to see they sold less what the price would have been day after even. So that is good news in terms of institutional buyers. Now, what do I think about the stock? What are some of the things that basically are interesting? Now, the stock has a lot of catalysts. Deliveries, now they did have as well ready PR about their new vehicle, so that's out there, but deliveries, launch dates, pre-orders, that could be significant as well to hear. Now, in terms of the actual direction on the MACD here, I definitely want to see the MACD turn positive. And the last time it has turned positive is around here. And you get to see on that time it did rally on 100% almost from where the price was towards the peak. So I do expect that this one would do another movement. So it's definitely a hold for me. Whether it's a buy or not, I do want to see if it actually crosses the MACD. Once it does, then I would definitely considering it to buy. But definitely the trend here seems to be very strong, and it doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure you mention that comments down below. Subscribe and like. You have a wonderful day.